Yes, I do know what it is.
The classic thing is that you actually ovulate before you menstruate. And women will often wait until they have first menstruated before they start thinking about contraception. But the chances are good. If you've not resumed making love really quickly, the first time you have the urge to make love is going to be when you're ovulating. So that's when you really need to have your contraception at hand, as long as you're not planning to have another baby straight away.
I'm sort of currently using a cap, but they're not that ideal. They're kind of passion killers in a way, and not very spontaneous, which is quite hard with a small baby anyway, to reach any spontaneity. Okay, the baby's asleep.
Women who are fully breastfeeding have a certain amount of protection, but a lot of women aren't actually fully breastfeeding. You know, they supplement a night feed, or they will introduce a dummy. If you're doing any of those things, it's not going to give you good protection. But it can be as effective as condoms, certainly. So where most of my clients do fully long-term breastfeed, it's still important to give them all the information and not make an assumption about it.
You know, obviously I tell them that there is a pill that they can take while breastfeeding, and that they can discuss that with their GP when it's time for them to resume contraception. I tried a coil and my body ejected it, a Marina coil, and I had actually tried one after my first child and my body did the same thing.
Some women choose natural contraception by observing their temperature and cervical fluids. This can be extremely accurate. Victoria is a mother of 4 and has been using this method for several years.
Basically, when you're ovulating, your cervical fluid is stretchy, and it's like egg white cervical mucus, they call it, because that's what it looks like. Because it is the ideal environment for the sperm to carry on living in. So if you avoid having sex when you're ovulating, you don't get pregnant.
So how many days around that time then?
Because you're also looking for your temperature to drop after ovulation. It's around 4 or 5 days when you use a barrier method or abstain.
When your family is complete, you may choose a more permanent method.
So I have opted to be sterilised because I'm very sure that I don't want any more children. I have 3. If I hadn't, if I wasn't with my husband now, I wouldn't have, I wasn't craving to have more children, but that's appropriate to us. But I really couldn't imagine having 4 children, so I'm very sure about how I feel.